Good morning, students. Students, in today's class, we are going to learn about the dot or scalar product of two vectors. Okay. So first, write the statement of dot product. When two vectors, vector A and vector B, vector A and vector B is multiplied as dot product, then the magnitude of the product of the magnitude of two vectors, the product of the magnitude of two vectors with cosine of angle between them is given by cosine of angle between them, that is vector A dot vector B is magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B cos theta. Or you can also say that vector A dot vector B is AB cos theta. This is the dot product of two vectors. Okay, where this theta is angle of projection, between the two vectors. Okay, between them. Okay, now some special cases. Special case. First we have when vector A parallel to vector B. Okay, that is vector A and vector B parallel to each other and acting in the same direction. Or you can show this as at where the vector A is ended, vector B will start. For this case, you will get the angle between the two vectors is 0 degree. Okay, and cos 0 degree is 1. Therefore, when we use cos theta is equal to cos 0 degree, we get the magnitude of vector A dot vector B is equal to AB. Okay, this is the maximum value of the product of two vectors when they are calculating in scalar product. Second, when vector A is parallel to vector B but both are anti-parallel, that is vector A is acting towards right and vector B is acting towards left. Or you can say the two vectors acting at a single point O and vector A acting towards right and vector B from the same point is moving or acting towards left. Then they make an angle of theta is equal to 180 degree. And for cos 180 degree, we get again that -1. By using this result in the magnitude of the two vectors as dot, we get AB -1. That means vector A dot vector B is equal to minus A and B. This value is minimum. Okay, and third case, when vector A perpendicular to vector B, that means vector A and vector B at 90. Okay, therefore for theta equal to 90 degree, we get cos 90 is equal to 0. That means the value of dot product of vector A and vector B is 0. This is the special situation for the dot product. Done? Okay. Next, write some properties of dot product. Properties of dot product. Okay, first, if we have the three Cartesian axes, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis acting perpendicular to each other, and I cap is direction vector along x-axis, j cap is direction vector along y-axis, and j cap is direction vector along z-axis. Okay, then first property just understood. Another thing is modulus of vector A is equal to A, or you can say A square is equal to x square plus y square. When you take this square on the other side, you will get x square plus y square. This is the value of modulus of vector A. Okay, now if we discuss about a unit vector, if vector A is unit vector, the magnitude of modulus of A or A is always 1. Note it. Okay, now, and it is very clear, when A dot A multiplied, we get A square, which is modulus of A is 1. In which case, when we discuss about the two unit vectors. Okay, now first let I cap, j cap and k cap are direction unit vectors. Therefore, here we have the first case. When we multiply I dot I, okay, in place of A and B, we are multiplying here I dot I. We get modulus of I cap and cos theta. Okay, because the two vectors are acting along the same axis I cap. So here we use this theta is equal to 0 degree, or you can also use this theta as I cap and cos 180 degree. This situation when both the vector acting in the same direction, positive x-axis. Okay, and we use this theta is 180 as the one vector is acting along positive x direction and another one is negative x direction. So we get this rule. In this situation, I dot I is equal to modulus of I cap is 1, modulus of another I cap is 1 and the value of cos theta is also 1. This we get I dot I is equal to 1. Okay. Second, B point. If we multiply I dot j cap, we get modulus of I, modulus of j cos. Now the two vectors I and j at 90 degree. Okay, so this we get 90. As you know that cos 90 is 0, so complete result is 0, which means when I dot j multiply we get 0. And similarly for third case, when I dot k multiply as dot product, we get this modulus of I, modulus of k is again cos 90, this will become again 0, so I dot k is 0. Similarly, you can find for j dot I, j dot k, and you will get the same result. Therefore, by doing all the three observations, we get first result is I cap dot I cap equal to j dot j cap equal to k dot k cap is always 1. Okay, and the second result is I dot j dot k and k dot I is 0. You can also write I dot j, I dot k, then j dot I, j dot k, and k dot I, k dot j. The result is 0. Okay. Now, the second case is product of two vectors. Let's say we have two vectors, vector A which is given by ax I cap, ay j cap and az k cap, and the another vector, vector B is given by bx I cap, by j cap and bz k cap. When we multiply the two vectors, vector A dot vector B, it is written as ax I cap, ay j cap, az k cap dot bx I cap, by j cap and bz k cap. I will just explain you here. Just see, as we discussed in the above three situations, when this ax I cap multiply with this, we get the result. क्या result आएगा? That ax bx I dot I, okay, and plus when this ax I cap multiply with by j cap, just see here, ax I cap dot bx j cap, okay, bx by j cap, then we get the result is ax by I dot j, and you know that this I dot j is 0, so this result will become 0. Similarly, when you multiply that ax I cap dot bz, 1 minute, क्या आएगा? Yes, bz k cap, you will get ax bz I dot k, and from the same result this I dot k is 0. Now when you multiply ayj with bxi, again you will get 0, and when this bx ay multiply with by, then we get j cap dot j cap, and similarly when az multiply bz, we get k cap dot k cap. Now by doing so we get the dot product between the two vector is ax bx, I dot I is 1 plus ay by, j dot j is 1, and az bz, k dot k is 1. This is the magnitude of the two vector multiplying in scalar product. Okay, now just see one example based on the same point. Right, if two vectors, vector A I cap minus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap, and vector B 3 k cap plus 2 j cap minus 3 k cap, okay, acting within any angle, calculate the dot product between the two. You have to find vector A dot vector B. Okay, now vector A dot vector B, you have to write I cap 2 j cap plus 3 k cap, and 3 k cap, j cap, and 3 k cap. Okay, now as per this rule, multiply ax, which means the coefficient of I cap multiply together, coefficient of j multiply together, and coefficient of k multiply together. We get from here, when multiply I cap with 3 I cap, we get 3. When multiply 2 j cap with j, we get minus 2. When we multiply 3 with minus 3 cap, we get minus 9. Now this will is 3 minus 11, and we get this result is minus 8. This is the value of vector A dot B. Okay, यहाँ तक हो गया. Done. Next is calculation of angle of projection between two vectors. angle of projection between two vectors. Okay, we are projecting from the same example. Okay, the third is, just write a point. When we have to calculate the angle between two vectors or angle of projection between two vectors, then only calculate dot product of the two vector for easy calculation. Okay, so if we have vector A and vector B, then we get the product of the two vectors AB cos theta, where this theta is angle of projection. What is angle of projection? So let's say angle A is acting like that and another angle is acting here. This is vector B. So we need to calculate this angle, and this is called the vector B is projected to vector A with point O. So we get this angle of projection, let's say phi or theta. So you can easily calculate this. Cos theta is equal to vector A dot vector B upon AB. What is this AB? So answer is magnitude form, or you can say vector A dot vector B upon, in the modulus form, modulus of vector A and modulus of vector B. Then this angle of projection between the two vectors is cos inverse vector A dot vector B upon AB, or you can write it as cos inverse vector A dot vector B, this modulus of vector A and modulus of vector B. This is how we calculate the angle of projection between the two vectors. Okay, now here we have the two vectors in the same example. We have derived here or calculate for it the magnitude. Now for the same vector, the modulus of vector A, or you can say A, is how much? So answer is 1 square plus minus 2 square plus 3 square, and this you will get 1 plus 4 plus 9, which is modulus of vector A is equal to under root 14. Okay, similarly you can calculate this modulus of vector B, which is equal to, here I have used to find this directly, that square of 3, square of 1 and square of minus 3. This is 9 plus 1 plus 9. This is under root 90. This is modulus of vector. Okay. Always when you calculate the modulus, you have to write the unit of also. The unit is given in the condition of the question. For example, the two force vector acting along each other by an angle. So these two are the force vector. So you have to write the unit as Newton. Okay. So because here is a random example, so it is, I will just write here unit. Modulus of B is under root 19 unit. Whatever is the quantity B, we use the unit for the quantity B. Now this angle of projection is theta is equal to cos inverse, you have calculated this A dot B is -8, and the modulus of vector A is under root 14, and the modulus of vector B is under root 9. If possible, then solve, otherwise leave it like that. Okay, so this is all about the dot product between the two. Okay, one important property. Next we have done some laws related to dot product. Important laws. First law we have commutative law. Okay, when we discuss about the dot product, let's say commutative. So as per commutative law is when we change the order of the multiplication. That is, if vector A multiply with vector B and in the equal to we change the order, vector B is equal is vector A, then we get the same result as A. Okay, that means dot product of two vector is commutative. Okay, dot product of two vectors is commutative always. Okay, and second, law of associative law. Okay, that means if three vectors, let's say vector A, vector B and vector C, their product, dot product is given as vector A dot product between vector B and C is equal to the dot product between vector B and vector A and vector B with C. We get the same. Okay? So this is called law of associative between the three vectors, and we observe that dot product is associative. Dot product between three vectors is associative. Okay, as we find that when the vector A and vector B multiply, we get the result is AB cos theta, and it is clear by using this I dot I is I square cos theta, because we get I into I square. Here these two I are the directional vector acting along the x-axis, which gives us an idea when the two vectors acting in the same direction, okay, we get their result or their product. And as we discussed in the resolving of vector, the horizontal component taken between the two vectors or the horizontal component of the splitted vector is cos theta. That means suppose we have a vector A, and we split it in x direction and y direction. So I think you understood very clearly by using the dot product also. The splitted form of cos theta is always in the horizontal direction, because this gives cos theta is t. Okay, and the vertical component with the sine. This is the vector consequent of the geometry or coordinate. Okay.